Yo, 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 welcome to the
Yo,
show.
YouTube, what is good? Happy Sunday, and more importantly, happy Mother's Day to the one mother who watches my videos. I don't even know if there is any female who watches my videos, but if there is and you're a mom, happy Mother's Day. But really, to everyone, happy Mother's Day. I'm sure you have at least one woman in your life. Just, show them all the love you can. Me personally, my girlfriend and I, we just went to Starbucks for their buy one get one like Mother's Day treats type of thing. She's not a mom. We're not parents, but pretty convenient. We went to Walmart, got gas, and just went to Starbucks. So nice treat for the day. Definitely enjoyed that. Shout out to Starbucks. Your stock is down, but this was a nice treat. I'm not gonna lie. But just like every Sunday, guys, we make a video on what we plan to be buying in our Robinhood portfolio for the upcoming week. So this week is gonna be May 14th and 16th. That's Tuesday and Thursday of the week. I usually just find some time to jump into my portfolio and make these buys. So you can see, got a not a lot of buys this week. Usually I have a lot more, like over here on the 9th. But for Tuesday, we're getting some SCHD and just 0.05 shares of that. SCHD is definitely one of our forever holds. It's $79.20 right now. Now we have about almost 11 and a half shares. This buy should take us to 11 and a half actually with the 0.05. So yeah, SHD was over $80. It's nice to see it finally coming back. For a period it was, pretty flat, even declining a little bit. But now SDHD is coming back and we're for sure in the green, 6% up since we've been having it, since we've been owning it. I think it's the second largest holding in my portfolio behind SPY. Almost sure, but $906 in equity in SCHD. We're also getting some SPY G, which is SPY's growth ETF, zero point 0.1 of a share of that. Definitely at all-time highs right now, but also a forever hold. The point 0.1 share should take us to 5.55 shares of SPY G. It is a dividend pair, not a huge one, but still nice to see like something coming in. This is definitely more of a growth play. Focuses on all these usual companies: Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia. Surprisingly, Tesla's there, but obviously Broadcom. All these tech giants really. Um, yeah, love to be getting some SPY G for definitely one of those forever holds. Starbucks, like I said, went there today. Got one of them buy one get one drinks for Mother's Day, and spending some more money in Starbucks in the form of an investment. So buying a quarter of a share there. Starbucks is pretty nicely priced right now. We are down. Oh, we're in the dividends. We're down, but we've been making some money in dividends. Not definitely not as much as what we've lost, but 71 cents here on the 23rd of February. And yeah, that's it. I've only been paid one time, but we really should be looking at the graph. Starbucks took a huge dive because of their earnings. Let's look at the year-to-date graph. It was trading pretty nicely. Not gonna lie. Did it ever touch $100, Starbucks? Oh, Starbucks was $106. Where was I? I don't know. But year to date, Starbucks is down over 20%. At its lowest, 72.50, down 24%, and it probably went lower than that. Robinhood just isn't showing it. But yeah, you get, you report earnings like that, and then this happens to your stock. But it's a percent of the portfolio. Wouldn't mind seeing that a little bit higher, down 13%. We are buying into the ex-div date, so really a great opportunity to pick up some more Starbucks at this price. Not only just the stock, but buying into the dividends at this price, like golden opportunity. Still see it as a forever hold. The dividend yield definitely has gone up since the fall in stock price. Don't ask me what it was before, because I don't know. I don't really care. I just want to buy it. But yeah, Starbucks is gonna be our first like stock buy of Tuesday. Also got Visa. Just zero point 0.1 of a share for that. Visa is so expensive, all-time highs, or very close to it. But we just want to get some Visa. Um, gonna take us to 1.17 of a share. So yeah, go Visa. Not a huge dividend pair. It's a measly 0.69%. And take this with a grain of salt. I mean, we're reading this from Robinhood, and this, I mean, it's really so dynamic, your dividend yield. So who even knows? But Visa's been looking good. I mean, it's always been so good, but so expensive too. So just gotta bite the bullet. We're buying into the XDiv, so when else could we could have bought whenever, but now we're buying, so chill. We got some Chevron here, same with Visa, point one of a share. Um, bought some Chevron during COVID and been holding on to it since, 50% up, 1.3 shares. Really good dividend, not a huge grower. I think it does beat inflation, but not by a lot. Maybe like a 4 to 6%, like 5 year, 10 year like dividend growth rate type of thing. But love Chevron, love ExxonMobil. I've toyed with the idea of like combining them or investing in only one, but I don't know which one, so I don't mind holding them both. So I will continue to do that. This buy should take us to 1.4 of a share, and buying into the dividend, the XDiv. So sweet. Moving on to Thursday, the 16th of May. We're getting one of our forever holds, which is VTI, which is a total stock market ETF, zero point zero 0.05 of a share. And very nicely, that should take us to over three shares of, or no, it should take us to three shares of VTI. You see me trying to highlight just that, but everything else gets high. There we go. Gonna have three shares of ETI. That's nice for me. I really like that. It's a 5.6 shares, 5.6% of the portfolio, over 7%. Buying into, really close to all-time highs, if not, yeah, maybe $2 or so off. But what can you do? I'm sure VT in 10 years VTI will be worth at least $300. So whatever the price is now, we are buying it because it won't matter. We're getting Stag after that. One of those monthly pairs, which we're about break even, a little bit under, down 0.27%. Got nine shares, so that's nice to see. How much are we getting tomorrow or on Thursday? Zero point 0.4 of a share, so that's gonna give us 9.4 shares. So creeping up to that 10 share mark. It has been a slow grower over the last, maybe what's that? Maybe 2 years or so. But really good dividend payer. It's a REIT, so definitely, um, I like REITs. I like REITs because they pay monthly, usually a higher dividend. I understand it's not the best tax wise, but I like a REIT. Like give me a REIT and I'll be fine. It's worth $35 now, so yeah, I'm sure in 10 years it'll be worth at least 50. Um, yeah, got a dividend pending here, a nice yield, 4.16%, and just keep buying small amounts of Stag, and we'll continue doing that. We got Johnson& and Johnson here, 0.15 of a share is what we plan to buy on Thursday, around 22 bucks. We are down in Johnson& and Johnson's 6.69%. But this is, golden time to buy at a cheaper rate than what we currently have, at a cheaper average cost than what we currently have. So adding 0.15 of a share will take us to 1 3/4 of a share. So I like those round numbers. It just makes me feel like it's a small, like a mini achievement almost. But every little bit adds up. Trust me, like point zero 0.01 of a share, it makes a difference, especially if it's on a pricier stock. But Johnson& Johnson is a good dividend payer as well. Lots of good stuff for this company. We're down in it, but just really a forever hold. If I'm being very honest with you, saying buy and hold, and honestly, I don't know how. Like, what's the difference between buying and holding? There's some that will be like 100% buy, 0% hold. So if like you I don't know. Anyways, I don't even really care. We're buying Johnson and Johnson, and we're buying more stuff. We're buying Amazon. Amazon, one of those things that we should have bought a long time ago when we were down for the longest time. But look on Amazon now. Like, why weren't we buying hair? Now we're buying up hair. But we still see a lot of growth in Amazon, so I still don't mind buying at these prices. It's nice that I already have 2.6 shares of it. It's almost $500 with this buy coming up, which is $19 point one of a share. It's not even that much, but hopefully we'll get over the $500 mark in total equity in Amazon. Still a lot of growth left, like I said. For sure should have bought this like months ago. Now we're up 7%, 7.6%. No dividends from them, but it's a growth play, and often these growth companies kind of get overlooked for me because I like buying in terms of ex-div dates, so that's one of the downsides of this strategy, I will admit, but I always see them. I just like Amazon and I guess Apple pays a dividend, but like Tesla, which I'm not. I guess it's just Amazon. Yeah, but yeah, we're buying some, so pat on the back for that. Last one on our list is Pfizer. 0.25 of a share, quarter of a share for Pfizer. We were down pretty big on this, but now we're around break even. So yeah, started off with 2 shares. Now we're at 2.1 shares. That's just from us adding, not from like dividends being reinvested or nothing. But Pfizer is not too bad. It's my small way of being in like the health sector, kind of like medical, whatever. Um, it's just this is the one I chose. Could have done an ETF, might go into an ETF in the near future, but I like Pfizer for the yield, the dividend yield, and it's one of those known companies. So even though they're riding on a lot of COVID hype, it's still Pfizer, you know, so feel pretty comfortable with this. And also we have J&J, so I guess correcting what I said earlier. Nice dividend, like I said, 88 cents coming in. Trying to make that up to a dollar, but the yield is 5.9%, 5.89%. And yeah, Pfizer, man. So those are the buys we plan to be making. You can see some stuff in blue here. Last week I did add a couple more buys to the list. We got some of Apple, of Pfizer, and we sold out to WTER. So Apple, I bought that on Tuesday of last week because I wanted to. Not sure what like triggered me in the moment. I didn't make note of it, but I had a little bit of extra money. I was like, let me throw $4.60 into Apple, 0.2025 of a share. Pfizer, probably the same idea that I just said, you know, like their ex-div was coming up and I think I missed that, so I wanted to throw something in. So I did point one of a share, didn't have that much to throw in, but it's still worth something. Like don't stop investing. Just if you need to throw in just a dollar, just keep the factory running. Don't stop the factory. Don't stop the line. Just slow down the line as slow as you need to, but don't stop it. 0.0001 miles an hour is still better than 0 miles an hour. That's the mentality. WTER, it was one of those things. It was worth like less than a penny in my portfolio. I finally sold it. I think it was a free stock from when like a referral type of thing. And if you guys wanna use my link to sign up for Robinhood, please do. I'm gonna link it below. Also, I usually link like my Discover if you want to sign up for a credit card. Same with Built if you want to use a credit card to pay for your rent. I want to make videos on these things, but it's kind of a new genre or niche or theme for me, and I'm still working on the idea. But yeah, there's a bunch of links down there if you want to use them and support the channel. Please feel free to do so. I would really, really appreciate it. But I also forgot to put hair, and probably because it wasn't on the 9th, but on the 10th, on Friday, I bought some Ford, and I mentioned this in my video yesterday where I did a portfolio overview. I bought 1.5 shares of Ford because it dipped underneath my average cost in my Robinhood. So we can actually take a look at it. Ford up here. Yes, I think it was on Friday. Ford has been, dropping pretty expectedly, because I mean Ford was so elevated, so it was bound to happen. But it dipped, and it is under my average cost. But yeah, hold on. Yeah, you can see the average cost here is $12. We have 51 and a half shares now. So I was always sitting at 50 shares, like just like waiting for it to dip below my average cost. It finally did so on Friday, I believe. So I think I bought at 11.95, and it didn't take my average cost down, at least not visually. I'm sure it changed some in the like thousandth and 100,000th decimal place. But now it's on officially under my average cost. I'm officially down on Ford, and kind of sucks, but it's an opportunity to still work the way up to the 100 shares at more of a mental peace of mind, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I forgot to mention that here, and really because it was on the 10th. But imagine there was a Ford here. We bought two shares, 11.95, so that's what 23.90, and then the number two here. That's the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.